G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro the Aussie Geek, and this is part one of Necrophosis. Now, I know it looks a bit disturbing and I haven't done a game like this before. For those of you who are interested, this is made by the same people who did The Shore, which is very Lovecraftian. Probably heavily inspired by the way Scorn was done. I have played the demo and it's a lot of bones and decayed flesh, so heads up straight off the bat, if you are not a fan of disturbing art styles, you may not want to watch this, honestly. I've put my mature tag on the front of the video simply because even though I played the demo, I can't say how twisted things will get, and I don't entirely feel comfortable with my usual if you're 13 sort of parental guidance. So if you're watching this, you're watching it at your own risk. Now, I can't say that we're gonna have a whole lot of horror or body horror or anything. I've only played the demo. It is quite a puzzle game. But I always have a thing for this sort of art style. I played Agony back in the day. I played Scorn from start to finish. That I found very fascinating. I just have a thing for Giger-esque style art. If you don't know who Hans Ruber Giger is, look it up. Trust me, he was amazing biomechanical artist, and of course the creator that would help basically bring the Xenomorph to life through one of his art pieces. Just beware if you're looking up Giger's artwork, it is very, how to put it, very there's a lot of penises and vaginas basically, but his art style, as far as I'm concerned, is still amazing. So I have played the demo of this. I finished it and I've been waiting for this to come out. It's only been out for a few days as of when I'm recording this, and it doesn't seem like a very long game. So yeah, we'll play this because something else is coming along, but I saw it and I'm like, you know what, I want to do a video on this. So let's start Necrophosis. And I admit I had to Google and look up some other YouTubers to figure out how to pronounce that. I'm probably still pronouncing it wrong, but here we go. Doesn't that sound lovely?
To see a world in a grain of sand, and a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour.
That looks so beautiful. It really does. Twisted, but very beautiful. I think I'm going to call us the Necro Dude, and honestly, he does look very much like Scorn Dude. The Scorn guy, I can't remember what they end up calling him. But yes, we have the disturbies, like, pulling eyes out. That's one. Now, like I said, I have played the demo of this. So I have some idea at the beginning, but other than that, I haven't got a clue. I'm really hoping they made the collectible pieces more visible. I know I used to have a hard time, so if I get stuck on any puzzles, I'll just cut out the time it takes me to actually find the damn things. He's looking at me, or it's looking at me. I don't know the backstory of this world. All I know is everybody's skeletons. Welcome. There we go. Good, because that's a lot easier to read. Walk upstairs. This is the realm of death, and no other. This is where gods and dead and the old ones suffer. Okay. Have a quick look around here, see if there's anything else might need. If necessary, more flesh and bone will be formed. Okay, Mum. Oof. Tall.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and snare of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive. Stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear: My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
Uh-huh. Well, at least now I know to run. Look at that architecture. Twisted and disturbing for sure, but just amazing. Well, I should say art style. Just having a look. So I'm hoping this thing has auto saves or something, because I'm not really. So you look like the mold man. That prayers wasted on a lost cause. Expiration is due. And I got a brain with a symbol on it. I'm assuming you go somewhere. I'm trying to remember how the first puzzle goes. Oh, okay, we'll give it to you then. Nope, you didn't like it. Such a miserable existence. Okay. Alright, well, we'll leave you with that brain for the moment. Oh, what? You died. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to kick you out. Oh, where you go? Evil cadavers try to recall the warmth of fire. Hmm. Skull. Oh. The tongue is full of carvings rendered in an ancient script that reveal the following. the particular fate of consciousness. All that exists is condemned to suffer in endless torment, for in this realm life and death are but hollow echoes, stripped of meaning. In this vast garden of bone each remnant set upon belongs to a being that fully matured in a state of eternal unlife. Although completely bent, they cannot die, they cannot rest, nor can they see, speak, and move, think, or feel, still forced to exist, yet entirely unable to be. As the body rots and physicality fades, the last fragments of consciousness eventually drifts away, forming an oppressive strain of emotion. The spiteful shape of fear, pain, and anger, compounded by the misery of all beings forced to dwell on this plane. To witness the torment, one need only look up. Uh-huh. Rightio. Crownless Royal. Succumbing to rot. Okay. So where'd our buddy go? Wisdom repair requires payment. Is that you? Were you the one who was... No. So we do have invisible walls. Beyond the sand, bone is carved and thoughts are flayed. Oh, there you are. Impulsive gestures of faith cannot relieve that kind of suffering. Well, that's very Christian. Okay, we got bones. He looks like he needs a brain. Ooh, that's a bit... Did they take a shot at him and blow his ribcage out? Hello? Okay. I'm sorry I killed your light. Whoa. Can I zoom in on that? Because I can't really see that. Angel? Sorry, but I can't zoom in on that, so... Okay. I don't know where I put the coin. We have a crown. Alright, so I'm hoping these things... Oh, shit. Do we have an inventory? Please tell me I have an inventory that's collecting all this. I would assume I am. I would run, but I think that would just... wouldn't feel right. Beg my pardon. Okay. Oh. The frail creature wails in despair. I didn't catch the rest of that. Okay, we have something with 3 heads. Oh, okay, so you roll the mouse and it changes the thing. Okay, well, you say you need brains, but I'm not seeing... Is that the right one? Apparently it is, because I can't take it back. Oh, there's the ribs. The puzzle's all the same, but it's... Ooh, 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 wow. Uh-huh. Empty hand, I'm assuming that means drop. Alright, well, I'm gonna go take that over here. The burden is overwhelming. So I get that when I try to run. So it's too heavy. Okay, so I'm gonna say that goes there. Okay. Do we have to put a brain in it too? Beyond grasp. Alright. Maybe... Ooh. Oh, you gotta hold shift. I was just pressing it. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76, so... That's just how it made me think. But... Oh, that's not creepy as... Oh, that's not good. I guess we're taking some eyes again. Okay, so apparently we need... Oh, it looks at 4 eyes? Is this enough? Or did I miss one? Oh, okay. No, it's not 4, it's 6. Okay. Okay, where's our missing eye? Alright, I can't get out of here either. There it is.
Behold, the burden of choice falls upon thee. As the hour draws near, thou shalt stand at the crossroads of death and rebirth. For chaos hath already laid waste to realms untold.
Uh-huh. Did I get anything? Okay. I'm guessing it was just a simple interaction. Alright. Now we'll find the thing that died. That's right, that was the one that was... They were trying to get warmth back, which isn't happening. And that's just telling me that. Oh, crown. Maybe this. Okay, I got a light of the sky. Display of bygone authority, pitiful as one decays, inevitable. We have, let's say, the Reaper. Okay. Alright, well, let's have a look at the brain that I left behind. I'm guessing that... Okay. Can I put you in there? Beyond grasp. Actually. How about now? No. Okay, I'm thinking I need to fire that. I'm just not sure how. Use. Okay, so we put our brain in its brain, and yeah. You're gonna start wondering again? I think I knocked his brain out. Wow. Now, I'm trying to think if it was this. But yeah, there was a puzzle piece that, for the love of God, I could not figure out for a long time. So I'm pretty much done everything I was doing before. So that one goes there, and I'm going to assume that one goes there. Okay. So I want to have a look at the screaming thingamajiggy, because so far everything I've picked up has served a purpose. Alright, is there a... Alright, so it just simply tells me to push it back in. Alright, well, we'll keep our brain on that. Bad choice of words.
Our ancient eyes behold the rare sight. A lone wanderer venturing into our desolate domain after eons untold. Bound by the unyielding grip of Necrophosis, we, the Elder Gods, are surprised by your presence. Few like you have dared to tread this path. Yet, here you stand, a glimmer of hope in our eternal suffering. Should you choose to aid us in our plight, freeing Hnum from his eternal servitude, we shall grant you passage to your destination.
Yeah, okay. Now, I know there's that, but I didn't think I was getting to that already, but apparently I am. Alright, apparently I'm de-stigmatizing him, apparently. Escape. Keep clicking until it's free. Oh, there's something over there. What? Alright, well, before I do that, I saw you over here. Maybe you're the one I need? Okay, so I need 2. No, I need 3. Where the hell's the third one? Oh, there he is. I guess they're sacrifices? Chomp. I guess sacrifices are accepted. Unbound yet far too damaged, a husk of his former self wasting away before the very gods who ruined him. Oh, there's some Danny. The Rock of Many Heads. Each visage endures a unique form of torment, distinct in nature and intensity. I will assume at some point a thin piece of flesh affixed to the spine has the following etched upon it: mistreated loyalty. Though all beings rot, the extent of their depravity varies. Divine allegiances and bonds become meaningless once gods come to terms with the sentence they must bear. When power fades into a whisper, where a howl of fury once roared, most lash out with further violence upon each other and those below them. A stark reminder that even at the end of it all, some beings will always remain beneath the gods and must endure their whims. As consciousness deteriorates, it shapes the further black, for the volatility of certain cognitions is defilement of creation. Okay. I still have no idea what I'm doing with these coins. Still very, very pretty. I know, twisted sounding, but very, very pretty. This being is echoing intense suffering. His gaze is filled with compassion. Though cursed, its empathy remains untouched.
In the cosmic void, I awaken from my sleep. A ghostly form, a galaxy's sweep. As you pass by, I stir and rise. a spectral being with starlit sight. I beckon you forth with a shimmering light, guiding you through the endless fright. Towards the gate of death we make our way, but even death's gate has crumbled to decay. I speak of a world once death's domain, now a museum where time's relics remain. Old gods and monuments from ages past, collected here in the cosmic vast. This realm where death reigns, now a museum of time's refrain. And with strange eons, even death may die, as the universe's echoes fade and sigh.
Uh-huh. Okay then. So I didn't really get to have a look over here while we were trailing our... never mind. I think that's just stone. So we're getting close to where the demo ended. So I'm getting close to not having a... Not that I have a clue what's going on anyway, but basically my understanding in general. Now, I remember everyone complained about this because it gave them motion sickness. So, here's hoping it doesn't do the same for us. So, forewarning. Probably would be a lot better if they'd actually centered it instead of put it over the shoulder. Okay, so I can't turn without moving forward. Has served its purpose. Ouch. Begin the final cycle. Hello? Yes, we woke up before, remember? Oh, it's the prayer dude. Yeah, that's what I wanted to have a look at. That's cool. Still don't know what the coins are for, but that's cool. Is something over here? Oh, we have another skull with information. The gate of bones looms tall, adorned with true finalities, the deserving form of lesser gods. In existence, a vast significance of primordial nature, granted upon this world by the desire of Titans. Beyond it, the first steps into a desolation of marrowless bone, drenched in the essence of all that is wrong. The gate may open, but the final cycle has yet to pass. One that will trigger the divine execution. Also, noticing that we have poppy blue flowers and those red ones that sort of came out of nowhere. God, the art style on this is amazing. Alright, can we hear you, or are you just gonna say random shit? It keeps praying. Interact with the repulsive one. Ransom worship. Okay. So this is where the demo ended, and that was it. Beyond the gate. Reaper?
Of all the beings and deities that have passed through these gates, I never expected consciousness itself to appear. This path was once a flowing river of souls. Now, reduced to mere steps, remnants of what once was. I am curious to see where this journey will lead you. But know this, the path has been sealed, and only payment with souls can grant you passage. Feed my lantern with the souls of the Forsaken, and I shall open the way that leads into the darkness. For no other path remains to be tread.
Maybe that's the deal with the 2 coins, a very Roman slash Greek way of paying the ferryman. Oh, we got more flowers, which means there must be something here. Ouch. The tablet contains a passage describing the outline of a morbid rite and its revolting procedures. Horrid infestation. The figure bound to the rock harbors an infectious most vile, where maggots throbbing deep, feasting both upon the host and on themselves. The parasites churn and writhe, feeding relentlessly, forming a repugnant corruption. Although raw, there is some order to their ravaging. The maggots take turns in their destruction, revealing a pattern. The rhythm offers a glimpse into the structure of the infestation. Sure it does. Whoa.
Come closer, wanderer.
Don't know if I really want to.
I have been bound to this stone tablet since time has lost its meaning. Eons have passed since the river of souls dried up. And I am trapped here for eternity, suffering the relentless curse of Necrophosis. My thirst is unending. A torment that gnaws at my very essence. Find me something, anything, that could extinguish this eternal thirst, even if it exists only in thought. In return, I shall offer you what remains of me, a relic of my forsaken existence.
Okay. The organ is throbbing faintly. Alright, so he needs something to drink. Whoa. I could have swore he was watching me. What? You want something to eat? It wants to devour. Devour it shall. Just as long as you ain't, well, eating me. Yeah, I know. Give me something. Someone wants something to eat. Somebody wants something to drink.
It's a bit too late for me to pay for my entrance. I was a ferryman of souls, dragging them into the darkness for eons. Yet, the curse of Necrophosis has petrified my bones into an endless mutation, rendering me immobile. All I can offer you now is my wisdom. This realm has become a prison for some, a vault for others. Ancient ones and forgotten entities alike were brought here to be preserved and to serve as trophies in this morbid collection. Beware, for their anguish and power still linger, trapped within this forsaken place.
Okay. I figured you would give me something. Alright, so I assume that's just an empty hand. Alright, do we have anything more over here? Oh, that's gotta hurt. Okay. Oh, why do I have a feeling I'm going to have to feed you to the big dude? Your suffering will end soon, trust me. At least I hope it will. Oh, this is the mold man all over again. That sounded too squishy. What the hell is that? I don't know if I want to keep feeding you things. Is this something you can drink? Where would you go? Nope. Okay, so I got a glowy ball herb after feeding, let's just say, an entity, because it's too creepy saying it any other way. Okay. Necessary more flesh and bone will be formed. Maybe that's the save point? Well, let's just test this thesis and we'll just see where we end up. Uh-oh. Tablet. Alright, we'll have to remember that tablet for next time. Alright, so I'm just going to exit and just see what happens. Just go back to the main menu. Please tell me that's saved. Because there was no indication that it's saved. Alright. Let's just see where this takes us. At least that way we'll have a rough idea of where the hell we go. Oh, I was gonna say for a minute there, please tell me we're not having to do the whole thing again. Alright, so yes, that is our save point. So I just gotta remember to click on the thing just in case to make sure that's a save. So there we go, that's part one done, and like I said, the art style is breathtaking, honestly. It's like, it really makes me wonder about some of the artists that come up with these things, like the monsters and the meanings behind them of the Silent Hill monsters. Where the hell Giga pulled the dark and twisted biomechanical imagery for his artwork, and where the artist, though probably inspired by Giga and maybe some other artists that I'm not aware of. I'm not a very artsy person. Got to actually get this, so we'll leave this here. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, leave me a comment. Apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.